I already fucked this up. I just want to... This is it? I do it? Do it. There we go. Ah! We got it. Alright, and the cat is involved now. Hi there, cat. Alright, sorry about that. Little jank, but we're back. Where the hell am I? I'm joining a night order. Do I have it? Right. Okay, yes. We already joined a night order. We just need to fight the Snow Clan or Jatu. So we got a few options here. Let's try to avoid them. That is entirely too many people. Tried to give a lot of points. Silento, how you doing? Nice to see you. I'll head there. Was it because I didn't see any Snow Clan? And oh, okay. I was about to say there's no Jatu, but we found someone. Are they faster than us? They certainly are. They are. Damn. The problem with the Jatu is that they're fast as hell. So trying to catch them is a problem. What is this? Why did they... They just ran right into me. What, do I have no food? I wasn't paying attention. Hopefully these guys have food. Got him. Sweet. Oh, there's another one on top? Okay, I did not see them. Fortunately. We have no food. You are absolutely correct. Alright, well, we know what to do now. Sure. Definitely take them. And one of these. A couple of these. Very nice. I didn't see anyone. Huh. Can you buy food from merchants? I can't remember. I never interact with merchants. Nope. right? Oh, that. Okay, I see you. 548. Okay. Yeah, you're not kidding. All that work in the Bacchus Empire, and they just ignore me. No, I did not take the hideout quest. I never take the hideout quests. It's broken, and I don't want to deal with it. Sweet. And oh, I should be able to get a baggage train too. Those are always nice. Yeah, 10 meters away from tragedy. Yeah. I, I didn't see us gain points from that though. Let me check this. We did. Oh, we're good. Oh, we're done with the quest. Cool. Where do I go now? I think they were in rain. You know, we're near our places. I'm gonna check in on everyone, and then we'll head to rain and finish up our quest.
Ah, my lady. Well met indeed.
Refugee problem. I think this one is usually works out well. Third one, yes, it did. Fantastic. All right, we're getting more troops, slowly but surely. No prisoners though. I feel like 30 more Chatu, you'd be close to 10k. Is it better to get more points? Like, would that accomplish anything? Because it says I just need 3,900. Don't follow him. What are you doing?
Yes, well met. What can I do for you?
Okay, well, guess it works sometimes. Sergeant Spring, good to see you. How you doing? Scales the reward up to 10k. Okay, well, let's go do that then. Sergeant Spring, we are joining a night order. That is what is going on right now. So, hopefully I can catch one of these guys. I'm not gonna be able to catch them. Damn it. Doing pretty good today. Glad to hear it. Me too. Quest on cooldown for some. Okay, that makes sense. I tried to stream as early as I could here. What was I doing? Skills, right? Should get my pathfinding up. Yeah, I'm doing well. I worked like 10 hours yesterday, and I was going to. Well, I streamed for like an hour, and I was just too exhausted. I couldn't I couldn't do more than that. But today I really feel good. We are playing with fire right here. Oh, that was so close. Whew. I felt my heart leap out of my chest. I just missed. The worst part about the Jatu is they are so hard to catch. But we won. It's very nice. Oh, I need to sell the prisoners. That's probably what's slowing me down. You were not kidding about the Jatu and Jatu violence. You were not kidding about the points thing. That was insane. That was like 3,000 points for that little band there. Let me go out here. All right, we'll take out this guy. That should bring us up. Never mind, we can't catch him. He's too fast. Whoa. That should be fine, right? Yeah, that's totally fine. All right. Anytime anyone charges at me, I immediately think I'm dying. Is that it? Nice. They can chop up your troops, honor guards, and wolf blood. They are very good. Yeah, right. Yes, they have. I have way too many archers. It is just not fair. They have no good equipment or anything. That fill us up. Wait, 10K. All right, we're over 12K. Wow, that happened really fast. Fantastic. Just gonna try to sell our stuff. Iris, how you doing? Good to see you. I have so much freaking money. That's ridiculous. One thing about Pendor mod, somehow it's insanely well optimized compared to practically any other mod out there. I've always been surprised by that. Is you can have these huge battles and they run fairly smooth. So I agree. I have no idea how the hell they managed to pull that off. I think my streaming setup kind of screws things up, though. Sometimes it'll get a little glitchy. I've recently seen they made a mod for Bannerlord, which I might check out eventually.
Well met
I don't know
indeed.
why I'm talking to you. I'm sorry. I think it'd be really cool to check out that mod. The thing is, it's still so early in the game development for Bannerlord that I'm hesitant to jump over before everything's been smoothed out. Now the game is 32-bit. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. So your hardware doesn't matter much since it's capped on memory. I'm sorry, I don't know computers. You're speaking another language to me right now. I'm a boomer. I don't know. Wait, what was I doing? We gotta go here. Fantastic. Yes, you might be a suitable candidate. We are looking for order members that are skilled in the arena. Once you go to Cinderfall and enter the tournament on the map of the Knights. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Let's do that. Presumably, what you're saying with the memory is that it's so well optimized that it only uses a fraction of the processing power of the computer and can work on pretty much every computer. What I don't get is how they have 500 units on screen all doing different things. That blows my mind. That will never not blow my mind. That is always crazy. So, Silento, I've been meaning to ask you this. What? Sweet. Love this music, too. Okay. Seems Mountain Blade is capped to use no more than 4 gigabytes of RAM. Oh, okay. Again, yeah, that's kind of what I thought you were saying. So every time you've been in my chat previously, it has a little like microphone xed out saying that like you're just watching, you're not listening. But now it says you're only listening. Is that a glitch, or are you do you have like the stream muted, or like I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. It does fit the name though if you always have it muted. I figured that was the reason for it. Change that for the memes. I got you. That's hilarious. What am I doing? They're just wailing on each other. Yeah, it's just a button? Okay. There we go. There we go. Please give me your sword. Thank you. Ow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, we are heavily outnumbered. Things are looking terrible. There we go. Okay, we can do this. My god, these arrows do no damage. There we go. Come on, please die. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, thank God. Yes, holy cow. Whew. I was concentrating so hard. Ow. There we go. All right, we can do this. We win? Holy cow. Dude, the Parisno mod has such a weird tournament bugs. Like the team colors are all messed up and you can't tell which team you're on. I feel like that in this game, and it's very easy to tell which is which. I couldn't imagine trying to figure it out if the team colors were all fucked up. Ouch. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. This is brutal, just point blank chucking spears at him. Oh my god. Alright, we won. Fantastic. Ow. Okay. Oh my god, headshot. Another headshot. Yes, nice. Whew. No, don't kill his horse. As an archer, he's gonna shoot you when on foot. Yeah, but then you just gotta run up and hit him. He's gotta you've got you're controlling the initiative. I got some food now. I'm back. Good to have you back, Sergeant Spring. You missed this crazy tournament. It was actually pretty tense for a while. It's 3-on-1 at one point. We pulled it out. So, how many missions do I have to do for the Dragon Drake Order to join them? Sergeant Spring, what'd you get to eat? Now that you mentioned food, I'm also hungry. I might get something here in a bit. Fried vegetables with rice. So is it fried rice and fried vegetables, or do you just fry the vegetables and steam the rice? So fried rice sounds really good. I used to make my own fried rice, but might just go pick some up. Won the Center Hall tournament. Gained 10 rank points. I'm assuming that's good. Okay. So now there's just a time delay, right? So we just got to figure out some other things to do. Harassing the Bacchus Empires just sounds like a great use of time. So we're probably going to go do that. You can check rank and reports. $94. That's got to be close, right? I'm assuming the goal is 100. $300 max? Oh, we're not even close. I'm good on tournaments for now. I really don't need the money. What am I doing here? Just get more food before we leave. The worst part about there will be an interesting quest. Every time I've done the custom night order, it ends with an attack on their stronghold. For me, it's always been the snake cult. Attack on the snake cult stronghold. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. While we're over here, I'd really like to finish getting my relations up with the Noldor. It's usually nice to get that done early. Well, there's the final quest, yeah, but I mean, there's going to be another bounty. An interesting bounty, apparently. You got me interested. I'm very curious what you mean by that. It's kind of awkward to do when you play with just one save file. Well, now you tell me. I don't want to play just regular, just so I can quit whenever, but since I started streaming, I wanted to do what I considered a more legitimate run, which was without being able to quit out.
A stranger might have hidden motivations, but those motivations might just coincide with my own.
I'm not even close to face the right direction. Okay, here we go. I found him. Reposition my guys. Right there. I just like the save anytime function so I can regularly save in case it crashes. That is also true. I should probably save him more often. I can't stand Bacchus Empire. I forgot them. I forgot them for a good half of my conquest. Such pain to siege. Really? I've never really had too many problems with them, but I always play as Ravenstern, so I've never really. I don't interact with them as much as the other guys. There's the other factions. Excuse me. I do like that their base units upgrade to the Empire Cavalry, which all have crossbows. They're cavalry with crossbows. So that's cool. This is getting one-sided. Ah. Bach is better than all other kingdoms. Controversy in the chat. Yeah, I was vassal of Ravenstern too, and it was the first one I conquered before I rebelled. Crossbowmen are brutal in siege defense. Yes, I can see what you're saying. If I wasn't going to play as Ravenstern, I'd probably play as Bacchus Empire. I think their units are really interesting. I agree. The crossbowmen are really good. They do so much damage. You ever heard people say it's the best faction for sieges? both attack and defense. I can see that. I can definitely see that. We lost like no people that time. Oh, Sir Alistair finally leveled up? That's so good. I guess like that. That's a big block of Bacchus. That's hard to say. Say that 10 times fast. Big block of Bacchus. I can't do it. Yeah, I really wanted to pick up that small guy, but it wasn't worth it running into 500 guys. That would really screw up the momentum I've been building here. How are they? Going the wrong way. Over here. I was just going the completely wrong. Why were my cavalry were charging to the left over there? That totally threw me off. Every time I have my archers on a hill and I'm running below them, it reminds me of some training I did in the Marines where we had to do an attack while the machine gunners were shooting over our heads. And it's crazy because we did it at night, so all the tracer rounds made it look like Star Wars lasers being shot over top of us. That's not something you can do very often. Is have your machine gunners shoot anywhere near your direction. That was a really cool training we did. Also terrifying, because if they fuck up, then we're dead. Oh, come on. There you go, we got a kill. Safety first, said no one ever that day. Safety was a big priority, but it wasn't the only priority. Where's the last guy? So I'm assuming the cooldown on this mission's probably like a couple weeks, yeah? If I were to venture a guess. So we can lure the Noldor into a fight. Not with me, but with someone else. Hopefully. Really don't want to fight them. I've noticed now that oh, here we go. Never mind. That happened way too quickly. I've noticed now that my relations with the Noldor is only like -10, that they tend to avoid me. It might be 1 week. I don't remember. Okay. They were shooting over our heads. I can smell the safety from here. Okay, so in my defense, or in their defense, it was a pretty big hill. So it was at least like 10 feet over our heads. So it wasn't like directly over our heads. The least safe thing we ever did was the one time they had us do a night attack up a hill with only our safety or only our night vision devices, which are monocles or monoculars. So out of one eye, you have really shitty night vision, which you can't see, and out of the other eye, it's pitch black. And then with live rounds, we're doing an attack up a hill, and everyone was saying that they could hear the bullets like landing next to them as people are shooting, and just the bullets are just whizzing by people's heads because no one can see a thing. So everyone almost got shot that day. So that was definitely the least safe training I ever did. I didn't hear the rounds whizzing over my head or by me, which likely means that I was accidentally almost shooting people, which is even worse. Actually, I felt terrible. I don't know why I'm talking to you.
Hail and well met.
You can smell the safety of your mirror. That's funny. That's really funny. In Germany, we say 10% Schwund translate to something like 10% loss is normal. Yeah, there's just Marines. Who cares? There's 10% of them. No one will even notice. That's funny. I'm going to upgrade my party members here. While I'm thinking about it. Spites next. You know what that means, Sergeant Spring? I'm assuming that's German. 15-day cooldown. Jesus, that is long. Fortunately, we have the Bacchus Empire to keep us entertained. They're very friendly like that. Could you repeat? Let me check. This one. Mattenheim Spitznekt. Am I pronouncing it correctly? I'm assuming it's like some type of archer. Ha ha ha. You're just making me more curious. You're gonna make me Google this. I will Google this. Now I really want to know. It's more your pronunciation. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best. It's just my best is terrible is the problem. Okay, that's too many people. Man, there's so many big armies here. There we go. All right, I'm gonna Google this. I gotta know. I'm way too curious. Just a minute. Pike servant. Interesting. I thought they were gonna be archers. I was completely wrong. Ow. Oh. I don't think they were even holding pikes in that picture. I'm gonna have to check after this battle. Nice. Take that guy. He does have a spear. I'm blind. Okay. I see what they're going for. That's cool. Spear servant. Or pike servant. That is really interesting. We would actually call it Landsnecht. I'm sure I butchered that as well in real life, and that would be a German mercenary that uses the pike as his main weapon for the 15th infantry. Okay. So Landsnecht would be spear servant, maybe, or infantry servant. I'm just a wild. This is a wild shot in the dark. Did we catch him? Yes, just barely. There's a mod that is like gunpowder era of Europe. Isn't that just the Napoleon one? Well, I guess it wouldn't be. That's just basically a different game. Lance is a modification of the word for country or lance. And the other word that I'm going to butcher is still servant. Made mistakes starting French. Couldn't tell any names apart. So country servant or land servant. Okay. Interesting. Lands. Okay. That does kind of sound like Lance. I got you. I can hear them. Hey there. A gunpowder version of this game does sound really interesting. Their whole army is chasing me. Hey, I leveled up finally. Nice. Also, it's funny we're talking about 10% losses in normal. Apparently, from my understanding, in urban combat, when you're like taking houses and stuff, the expected casualty rate is like 85 to 90%. So in a lot of these cases, what's normal is way higher than 10%. I feel like you hate me, but well, we're gonna try. It's interesting that some people get pissed off when you let them go. That's bizarre. Negative 77. And they still won't declare war on us. Do you know the name of the mod? There are a few between empires. 16th century of the North Hemisphere? Where's that coming from? Okay. Hemisphere 1 is huge, but huge map, but not much content. That sucks. Well, you had to walk across half the world to find a panda group to kill. That's really shitty. Wow. To be honest, between empires is rather empty too. Damn. I only know mods that have gunpowder and play in Asia. Ligelwike is the Napoleonic era. You don't need DLC though. Most mods aren't populated as dense as Pendor. I can see that. Whoever made this mod put a lot of love into it. It is very well fleshed out. Oh my god. We're just going to send the cavalry in. I think Pendor's like 12 years old, really long time in development. Yeah, yeah. That's what I want to see before I move to Bannerlord, because I bet this mod was just as janky when it first started. Speaking of janky, I don't think I've had any crashes playing this game, which is very surprising. Such a hail of arrows coming from my side. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god, come on. I missed. Free to go. Alright, I'm gonna head to Starland. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back. In between empires, the battlefield control is different. You get to choose 8 lines of spawns to assign to different types of troops, and they automatically form into squads. Then you can use an arrow view to command them where to go. It's really tactical, but I found item pool lacking. And troops look the same, just different names and different factions. So it's just lacking a lot of polish. Like the mechanics are there, it's just the polish is missing. As a wise man once said, polish is important.
Yes, milady? Yeah, and enemies drop dab hats and tuxedos. Alright, well now you've convinced me. Now I want to play.
That's completely ridiculous. Bandits, anyway, you kill a pack of bandits, you get like 20 tuxedos. That's so funny. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll leave the Noldor for now. Like a dumbass, I bought a book that'll increase my relationship with the Noldor, but I don't have enough intelligence to use it, which says a lot about me. I think.
A stranger might have hidden motivations, but those motivations might just coincide with my own.
Towns have some really advanced enterprise mechanics. Basically, you can invest in the factories there. That's super cool. I wish there was a bit more into the. There's a little deeper economy options in this game, like by percent investment until you fully own it. Side duck. That's that's great. When you fully own it, you can micromanage it with like what to prioritize, gear maintenance or work, environment, etc. That does sound super cool. Are these new mods, or are they still working on them? Apparently, there are technologies to research through. Interesting. All right, no one's killing anyone, so. Ow, ow. How crazy was it that people used to joust? Like they'd have a lance, a couched lance, and just fucking charge at each other. That blows my mind. That shit must have been terrifying. My God. Wow, I died. I started as a pleb. There was an option to start as a faction and everything. Thought, why do that? I've had a button for technology research where it should be, so I guess only faction leaders can do researchers. That's annoying. Set the speed versus the AI researches tech. I haven't played. I want to see what techs actually do, but I assume they're not new weapons. Truth, baby. People just say people still joust. That mod is also cans of howitzers. That's awesome. That's insane. I sandwiched. I got blasted. I got double blasted. I used back when I played football. I was a lineman, but one time they let me play as the kick returner, which is someone punts you the ball and you're sitting there waiting to catch it, and there's 11 dudes all charging at you at the same time, and that shit's terrifying. And I'm wearing like full pads. I can't imagine what it would be like having someone charge at you on a horse with a weapon. That takes some stones. I think we're winning. We're definitely winning. If you look for jousting, the second video is full contact jousting in 4K. I'll have to check that out. That blows my mind. Oh, I forgot we leveled up. Take care of that. Gotta keep going charisma. As much as I hate to do it. Alright, we're getting a little low on troops. I'm gonna head back north. On YouTube, I figured, yeah. You turn, head back. It's like 40 lanes just you, yeah. Excuse me. Please go away. Oh, this would be great if we can get involved here. Oh, that's fantastic. Nice. Whew. Ow, ow, ow. That's not good. Oh, yeah, well, I'm done. Some of the hits in the YouTube or in the video, Knights of Valor full contact jousting looked brutal. One guy got hit so hard his helmet flew off. Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, you can imagine how much force is behind those lances. With a couch lance you have tucked under your arm, like it's the not only the weight of like you moving forward, some of the weight of a horse charging forward is behind that as well. It's just ridiculous. All focused to a single point. I don't know how they could make that safe enough so that people don't regularly die. I guess you could. I guess you could make the spears shatter, like the front end of a car will just crumple if it takes enough force. So presumably do something like that. You're welcome, Mr. Noldor guy. Vengeful. They hate me so much. Our relationship with the Noldor is going really well, though. We're slowly moving up. -6 is really close. The shield, spears are made to shatter, but you still get hit off if you hit on the right point. Yeah, yeah. Uh, that's 5 hero adventurers. I just don't think we can justify that. We lose too many guys. One mod I wanted to try but don't want to mess with is weird installation. Oh well, with its weird installation. Okay, I thought you were saying the name of the mod was weird installation, and I'm like, that's a hell of a name. My grammar and spelling is really off today for some reason. It's not a big deal. I know what you're trying to say. Warsword Conquest. It's not much better of a name. Honestly, I like weird installation more than I like Warsword Conquest. God, the pathfinding is so janky in this. I know I complain about that a lot. I'm sure your grammar and pronunciation or grammar and spelling isn't isn't worse than my pronunciation of German words today. I wasn't paying attention to who wanted to talk to me, so I'll just talk to both places. Deserters. That went terribly. Somehow managed to get tongue-tied and garbles your message to the troops that says some unfortunate consequences. Oh God, you're so stupid. How do you not get that across? How do you fuck that up? You fucked it up so bad my party lost morale.
Yes, indeed.
Refugee problem? I swear this is like a 50-50. Yeah, because it went great that time. Sometimes you pick the option that costs the most money and everything still goes terribly wrong. So
fellow traveler as myself, looking for a warm fire and pleasant conversation.
Anyway, this talk made me want to confirm my suspicions, so I re-downloaded Between Empires, started as faction leader, and sure enough, there's tech tree. That is really interesting that they add a tech tree to a game like this. I would assume the tech tree is largely small bonuses, like by percentage. You can just do X% more attack or have X% more defense. Iris, great to see you. I know it hasn't been 15 days, but I'm going to ask anyway. Wait. All right, so I hear you posted a bounty. Is this a is this one of like the bandit camps? Do I have to go find the bandit camp? So I really don't want to deal with the bandit camps because it's bullshit and broken. This is the 3K points one. Okay. Very well, dear sister. I want you to hunt down as many you can of those savage, tent living barbarian Mist Mountain tribes. Tent living is never an insult I thought I'd hear before. Let's do it. Those sons of bitches living in tents. I can't believe them. Just notice the Goop Troop. Ain't that a great name? Thank you. I thought it was very funny. I love that email. That's adorable. Oh my god, we are surrounded here. Is this Wolfbode? And a Jatu army. Jesus. Ravensturm needs to clear their shit up because there's way too many armies running around their territory.
I'll crush your people, see them driven before me, and hear the lamentation of your women.
Let's just charge. Got him. Did I not sell everything? I did not. God, I'm stupid. You saw that crap. I always forget to sell everything for some reason. I don't know why. We're down to 55 Rangers. That is not nearly enough Rangers. All right, I'm going to pick up some peasants, and then we'll head back to the Bacchus Empire. I think it's only been like a week, probably less than a week, since we... Oh, no, we're still doing that mission. I'm sorry. Let's keep doing the mission. What in the world? What did it say? You were idly watching cloud formations in the sky as you did when you were a child, seeing shapes and faces within the clouds. One form seemed to be that of a fleet horse archer racing across the sky. Suddenly, an arrow drives into the ground before you, seemingly shot from the archer in the sky. Your horse archery skill is increased by 1. Fantastic. Also terrifying. I mean, just an arrow coming out of nowhere and landing before your feet. That's scary. Fucking cloud horse archers shooting at you. God damn. Even the clouds are trying to kill you in this game. Welcome to Pendor. Everything hates you, even the clouds. I do like how unforgiving this game is. Especially when you first start up and you're just basically running from everything. I think it sets up the hostility of the world very well. Ooh, excuse me. All right, I'll check these. I'll do a quick lap. Check these 3 villages real quick, and then head over to the Jatu and start trying to fight. Start some more fights. And I should be able to upgrade everyone. That's fantastic. Really looking forward to the late game, fighting the big armies, fighting Wolfbode and stuff. That's always so much fun. There's such like a seesaw back and forth in the large battles. Every time someone reinforces, it looks like they're winning. But actually, the more someone's reinforcing, the more they're losing. It's a really interesting dynamic. We'll just go all the way up to 10K. My God, he has 425 prisoners. That's ridiculous.
Jatu, our lances are sharp, our arms are strong. Hear us.
This is really nice. We actually have a river right in front of us, so we can actually post up right in front of the river. So they don't charge us. That's really good. The Jatu charges do so much damage. Here we go. Oh, they're going around. God, the AI is really good at this. Alright, I don't think we lost anyone, so I think that's a good fight. Never mind, someone immediately died after I said that. Just gotta prove me wrong, don't you? I see. Alright, that's nice. Let's upgrade everyone. We're already over 4,000. That's nice. Just a second. Alright, how many is this? 58? That's a great number. Really don't want to fight them, though. Oh, man, we were playing with fire here. I think we're far enough away. We are far enough away. Okay, thank God. Okay, we died, but we slowed the charge, and that's what matters. Even just slowing their charge reduced our casualties so much. Noise, noise. Yeah, we only had 2 people killed. Couldn't be happier about that. They got some good troops here for us. That's nice. Leslie leveled up. There isn't too much more I can do for her that's reasonable because her strength is so low. We might as well focus on tactics. I'll put it into tactics for now. Man, he's really far out there. 5.6, we're not catching him. Let me see how many points we got for that. We got 4,000 points for that. Holy guacamole. We're almost back up to 10K. So just, I mean, one more fight with pretty much anyone will put us over the top. Except these guys. We want to avoid these guys. Please go away. Here we go. Oh, this is perfect. Is that it? No, there's 2 dudes left. Why? I said charge. Apparently I didn't. Thought I told everyone to charge. Perfect. Thanks for your help. You're welcome. Glad to help. That put us just over 10K. That is fantastic. All right, let's head back to Rain. Complete that mission. I really don't want to fight you. Please go away. So I think there's 4 different, like, big armies running around Ravenstern right now. Which, we're not even at war with anyone. So you'd think... you'd think they would try to handle this. But no, they're just letting them run around, whatever. Oh, crap. Ow. Is that everyone? Anyone else? Perfect. Alright, let's try this again. Just the guy I wanted to see. Sell all of our prisoners. Mercenary sharpshooter. You know what? I'll take it. We're not really worried about money right now, so I know they're expensive, but honestly, it's just nice to have some more archers. Oops, didn't mean to sell that. All right, that's more than enough. Wait, let's sell the sell that while we're here. That's not what I meant to do. Hello, friend. Bounties to claim. 20 rank points. That's good, presumably. I'm looking for a more challenging task. A challenge! We might be able to accomplish a feat worthy of the Knights of the Dragon. Be warned, though, it's dangerous and requires skillful generalship. We're to lead a force of chosen Knights of the Dragon and Dragon Choice into battle and win renown across Pendor's battlefield. Defeat is not a possibility. Your current troops will be awaiting your return here safely. Your companions can remain with you at all times. What do you say? Sounds great. Let's do that. And people, I got 86. Excuse me. 30 Knights of the Dragon. That is no joke. We need to win 175 renown for the glory of their order, using only order troops. No hiring, recruiting, or rescuing prisoners is possible for the duration of this task. You will get your old troops back once the task is complete. Great. Let's do it. I would like to have some archers, but it's not a huge deal that we don't. Excuse me. Gonna be fun. I'm assuming this is what you were talking about, the interesting mission. This game is so well polished. I've put Renown for this battle 1. Look, you know what? It's one battle at a time, okay? You know what? Don't make fun of me. Every point matters, okay? What I think it's amazing about this game is I've put, 500,000 hours into this game, and I've never played this mission before. I've never done this mission before. There's so much to this game. Or this mod of this game. There you go. One. One. We'll take one. This is one battle at a time. Sorry, I keep swinging the camera around really fast. I'm going to go fight the Vanskuries. No, that's stupid. Is that stupid? It'd be nice if we could just get involved with a bigger battle. Travel speed is really fast, 6.1. I'm tempted to go try to lure the Noldor into a fight.
When this battle is over, I am going to desecrate your body.
All right.
I'm going to drink from your skull.
We're going to kick Arnold Schwarzenegger's ass, and then we'll head somewhere else. Noise. See, 3 renown. That's it. We're on the come up. I want to know who's the guy that did the voicing or the voiceover for the Snow Clan, the Snow Bear Clan or whatever. Because they totally just sat him down in the booth and were like, all right, just do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. And he did it, and it was terrible. And they're like, "Fuck it, good enough. Just we'll run with that." Okay, we're gonna avoid these guys. That's terrifying. Is that 1200? Did I read that correctly? Battery's running low. Sorry, just a second here. Unplugging my laptop. Just speak Terminator way that doesn't get us sued. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't keep bringing it up, but it's such a bad impression. It's just terrible. I'm a little worried that I can't recruit more troops. Did you worry about running low? I suppose what I should do, if I want to be efficient here, is take on oh my god, 71? Hello? Take on large groups while I have like 80 guys, and then as I start to lose troops, I can always just take on smaller warbands. That being said, my horse is getting absolutely destroyed. How do they have Jatu? Why are there Jatu warbands in this forest bandit group? It's okay, the less troops you have, the more renown you have to get from the fights. Yeah. And as long as I have my companions, we should be able to take down small bandit groups. So I don't think I can lose the mission. Let me rephrase that. I don't think I should lose the mission. There's just having the ability to always recruit more troops taken away from you after having that ability the whole game is a bit disconcerting. Throws you off a bit. Please get out of the way. Alright, everyone in the army is chasing this one guy. God damn it. Just catch him already. No one has any ranged attacks. Got 6 renown, there we go. Definitely better than 1. I'd say 6 times better, actually. A second, let me reposition myself here. Perfect. I guess I'm helping them take a castle. Let's do it. Here we go. Oh my god. I have a question. I wanted to ask in what genre growing up again in another world with the physics system is. And if you could tell me a bit about it. I was thinking about reading it, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Yeah, so genre. It's a light novel. So if you've watched any anime recently, you've probably seen some types of shows where the main character is sent to another world and there's some kind of system that he interacts with. Like he kills enemies and he gets experience, and that's how he develops skills. So that would be the genre. Is an isekai with a system. In my story, the main character sent to another world as a 24-year-old, and his consciousness inhabits the body of a 10-year-old child. So him and this 10-year-old kid are both sharing the same body, thus giving him the memories of other people in this world and memories of things that have already happened in this world. So he has some idea of what's happening. And him and this kid are sharing the same body in this small town near a giant forest, right? I guess that would be the basic premise. The way the story pans out is he shows up in this world and it's like, okay, there's clearly the system that I can interact with. I'm going to start training because as he's working out, he can get stronger. And becoming stronger is obviously going to be a necessity going forward. So him and a couple people who he becomes friends with start working out together all at the same time. They're all training to get stronger, and because they have a system backing them up, they're able to get stronger very quickly and to a degree that far surpasses what you could do in reality. One of the phrases I talk about in the book is that having the system backing you up is like having access to super steroids. Whenever you're working out, you increase your stats, which makes you stronger, which means you can work out even harder the next time, right? And as he's going, he begins meeting other people. In particular, he meets the fairies that live in the forest. And eventually this leads to a giant war between the fairies and the humans in Volume 5, which is what I'm writing right now. And the reason I started writing this book, the reason I started writing in general is because I've read a lot of books about in the isekai genre in general. And there's a lot of things I didn't like. And what my book is basically taking all the things that I don't like out and leaving in the parts that I do. And the crowning jewel of the book would be the system itself, as it's physics-based, where the skills and the magic used in the world is all based around largely fundamental physics properties, but also more abstract physics properties like radiation and stuff, or radioactive decay. And what you get with the system is you get a much more organic, skills in magic. For instance, one of the branches of the magic system is based around electromagnetism. So let's say you have control of electromagnetism. How could you use that to your advantage? And if you've ever seen Hunter x Hunter, the anime, Killua, one of the main characters, uses electricity to increase the power of the electrochemical charges running through his muscles. Basically, he's able to move faster because he's able to control electricity. By the way, we are getting absolutely destroyed in this battle. This is not going well. So by using electromagnetism, you can not only move faster, but using static electricity, you can also stick to surfaces. So you can run up a wall really quickly, solely based off using electromagnetism. What parts in particular do you not like about the isekais that you are that you're talking about at the moment? One, I don't like how the stories advance too quickly. So I read a couple volumes of this story called Black Summoner, which I wouldn't recommend. It's not great, but there's an anime out if you want to check it out. And what happens is within 2 months, the main character is so strong, like he's the strongest guy on the planet. Which always begs the question: if the main character of the story has figured out how to get strong really quickly, why hasn't everyone else? Why isn't everyone else as strong as the main character if he's able to get strong so fast? So what bugs me is when the story is built around the main character finding some obvious solution to getting super strong super quickly without putting in any work, and then everyone else is just so stupid they can't figure out the same methods. Like what I can't overlook that when I'm watching an anime or reading a book. I can't overlook the idea of someone getting super strong super quickly through some obvious method and just no one else doing the same thing. So in my book, a lot of what the early part of the story is the main character being incredibly weak. He gets his ass handed to him regularly throughout the whole first couple volumes of the story because he isn't strong. Because the only way to get strong is to put in the work. And given that he just showed up in this world, he hasn't put in the work yet. And he has to put in that work in order to get stronger. That's just how it is for everyone in the world. And it does pay off in the long run. He's able to leverage the system in such a way that he can get stronger faster than the people around him. But relative to the stronger characters in the book, like Jezebel, the lead of the fairies, and Nari, he's still very weak. So most of the story is the main character trying to come to terms with the kind of fucked up values that exist in this world. So that's the main problem you have with these guys you were talking about. That, and then one of the problems I have with these guys in general is like how they will, I don't know how else to say this. A lot of anime seem to like just be creepy and sexualize children, and that I think that's really gross. That really pisses me off. In particular, one story that I really liked was No Game, No Life. I really like that story, but one of the main characters is this 11-year-old girl who's sexualized, and that really is gross and pissing me off. So I'd like that removed as well. So there isn't any of that in my story either. And then the types of things I add in are things like, how do characters deal with trauma? One of the themes of the story is trauma. How do the characters understand their trauma, and how do they deal with it? And Nick, the main character, is kind of the vessel through which we as the readers learn about and understand the trauma of the characters. I watched 2 episodes of Redo of a Healer and then stopped and put every minute of that anime on fire. I've never heard of that anime, but I think I know exactly what you're talking about. And yeah, I think that really pisses me off. It's like bullshit fan service like that. It's so easy to take a great story and then ruin it with shit like that. Ruin it with just gross things like that. It's so wildly unnecessary. It's really bad. I believe you. I absolutely believe you. And what bothers me the most about this is when it's not even fan service. It's like just rape. Jesus Christ. That's really fucked up. I'm gonna allow it. We're gonna allow this because I think this is a pertinent part. That's really fucked up. That's super fucked up. I'm glad you told me, so I never have to watch that show, because that would really piss me the fuck off. That's absolutely disgusting. And yeah, that's super gross, and I hate that that's apparently acceptable, because someone made that show, right? Someone made that, so apparently the studio or whoever the readers are okay with that kind of thing showing up in anime. And I think that's really fucking disgusting. And what bothers me the most about all this is what's so interesting about the isekai genre is you're in this world with these new rules. You have an infinite number of possibilities in front of you, and the characters just seem to be focused on, like, oh, someone has big tits, so like I'm focused on that, right? Like, no, what? Why would you not be focused on like the majesty of this fantasy world? Why would you not be interested in how you could help people or use the systems that exist to better the society around you? There's so many different possibilities in the isekai genre, and you just don't see anime or light novels in general take advantage of those possibilities in ways that I think are interesting. One of my favorite light novels that I've read, or I guess it's technically a web novel, is Release That Witch. The main character is a mechanical engineer, and he goes into this fantasy world, it's like a medieval world, and he goes about introducing gunpowder, constructing steam engines. He introduces an industrial revolution into a medieval society. That's super fucking cool. That's really awesome. You can imagine how characters that aren't used to this type of technology are now introduced to an industrialized society. How would they interact with it? What would they think about that? That's really super awesome. And if you have the ability to monopolize that type of technology, you can really use it to better the society at large. The biggest problem with technology is that it ends up in the hands of people that want to do fucked up things. But if you are some broken character in the story, you can better monopolize the technology and make sure that it's not used for the detriment of society. I've been looking at a lot of isekais in the last week, and I don't remember a lot about fan service. An anime I watched and really, really liked was Dr. Stone. That anime was super great. I've never heard of it, but I'll have to check it out. I like the concept of isekai because there is so many different variables. There's so many different things you can add to the story. Am I dead? I was defeated immediately. God damn it. I hate to say it, I don't think we're winning this battle. I think this is going very poorly. Let me take a look at this. So we lost 264 troops for a total of 600 and lost 170. That did not go well. We're just going to... Hey, we won. Is that what I wanted? Is this what I wanted? I got no renown. God damn it. All that for nothing. I literally got 0 renown for that. Fuck. God damn it. All that for nothing. That literally couldn't have gone worse. that was the worst it could have gone. Yeah, I guess most of why I wrote the book in general is that I see a lot of possibilities that are not being taken advantage of in isekai or in these genres in general. And I wanted to start looking at those opportunities. So actually, it's funny bringing it up. Literally just yesterday, I rewrote the synopsis and the prologue of the story. There's no way we can take this guy, is there? I think we can do it. We're going to give it a shot. Knights are so good in this. By the way, Dr. Stone isn't really an isekai. The main character gets turned into stone, like the whole world, by aliens, and 4,000 years later, he breaks free. Not exactly an isekai. It's the same concept. You know, the main character is in a different world. Maybe it's technically the same world he lived on, but it's obviously not modern reality. I'm starting to think this was a terrible idea. No, we're kicking their ass? Are we winning? Maybe this was really stupid. Alright, while this battle's happening, I'm gonna need something to drink. I'll be right back. So we're not winning, that's for sure. God damn it. I got greedy. That was a mistake. It's like Stone Age technology, and the MC is very, very smart, but that's the whole point. The anime is about like science show, where he does cool things with very little, makes like soap and stuff. Everything he does in the anime does actually work in real life. Yes, that's super cool. Another show that that reminds me of is How the Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom, where a lot of the show is talking about Machiavellianism. Specifically the prince and principalities is brought up. What's going on, dude? And the fact that this type of, I don't want to say like highbrow literature, but like good, solid literature, like literally Machiavelli, is being being dived into in these isekais is super interesting. Yeah, I watched the anime of that. Yeah, I've actually just finished the 10th light novel, and I can't recommend the 10th volume enough, at least the beginning, because the main character, or one of the forefront characters, is getting married, and he's struggling to come to terms with the fact that he's getting married, because it is a super big deal. And he goes around and talks to people. Wait, what? Oh, I'm still doing this mission. Goes around and talks to people about the kind of things that go into marriage. And one of the things that's brought up is how this guy is marrying these two women, and he's worried that he's not good enough, basically. He's worried that he's not going to be able to protect them or whatever, because he is a warrior in this country, and if he can't win these fights, then his wives are potentially at stake. And one of the guys he talks to is like, well, you need to keep in mind that the people that you're marrying they don't necessarily need to be protected. They are going to help you as well. This is a two-sided relationship. So much of what we think of when we think of marriage comes down to what we bring to the table, but it's such a mutually beneficial relationship. It's so much of two people working together to solve each other's problems, or to help each other. And it's easy to forget that. It's so easy to get lost in the mindset of not being good enough, or not being able to. I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna go back and talk to these guys. Not being good enough, or not being able to pull your share or anything. But it's two people that are both accounting for each other's weaknesses. So it's not always going to be about how much or what you can provide. It's more about how you can make up for what the other person can't do. It really changed my perspective on marriage. I was not paying attention. 11,000? You can go fuck yourself. Fuck this guy. I'll fight you with 3 people. I don't give a shit. And shit like that shows up in these shows is I learned so much from light novels in general. Okay, that didn't go well. There's so many different perspectives that get brought into light novels. And every time I read a light novel, I feel like I get so much out of it. In all sorts of unexpected ways as well. I mean, considering that the story How the Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom is about Machiavellianism, I wasn't really expecting to learn much about like relationships and stuff. And yet here we are. The story had a really good perspective on marriage and what it takes to get married. One of my friends is getting married on the 5th. I'm going to his wedding. And I want to recommend him this first chapter of this volume, because I think he's struggling with some of the same things. He's this guy I met him in the Marines. We were good friends in the Marines. And I think so much of what he's struggling with right now would apply to the lessons learned in the 10th volume of this story, the first chapter of the 10th volume of this story, where he's so worried about his baggage weighing down the relationship. And it's like, well, that's going to happen. But on the other hand, your wife is stronger than you think she is. She's going to be there to back you up. I've watched so many isekais in the last weeks that I'm struggling to find any I want to watch. That's partly why I'm looking for some to start reading. Man, there are so many good isekai out there to start reading. A few off the top of my head would be Release That Witch. That's very good. Or I'm the Evil Lord of an Intergalactic Empire is absolutely fantastic. I'm butt-ass naked right here. I need to buy some armor. I'm going to buy some armor real quick. That'll do. Good thing we're loaded, because my God. So those two are very good. I guess The Second Coming of Gluttony. I don't know if you've ever. This one is not not an anime, but The Second Coming of Gluttony is probably one of my favorite stories of all time. That one's absolutely amazing. And then Dungeon Defense. Dungeon Defense is the best book I've ever written in any language. It's the best book I've ever read in any language. It's originally Korean, but the translation, even just the translation, is phenomenal. It's absolutely amazing. So I definitely recommend Dungeon Defense. The Dungeon Defense is very, very dark. Is the only thing that I keep in mind. Is it's very manipulative and very fucked up things happen to the characters, and they have to like just deal with that. So it is very heavy, but it's well written enough that I would recommend it. I read it a long time ago. I read a book called Bel Canto. I think it's by Anne Hathaway, or one of these really good women writers. And I didn't like this story. It's a romance, and it's kind of boring. Sorry, I fucked up. I know. I blew it. It's well written enough that I'd recommend it. After watching the movie, you learn if they can handle it. Yeah, I really, really cannot recommend that show. I'm not. I never heard of it, and I'm gonna forget that I heard of it. Just keep it that way. That's terrible. Posted a bounty. Yeah, I'll do that one. Sounds good. Bel Canto, when you're reading it, I would describe it as walking through like a foggy forest. Like it's this fantastical world where you feel like you're in a dream world. You feel like you're in a dream as you're reading it, separated from reality. And that's very similar to how I describe Dungeon Defense. It has a very similar vibe where it feels like you're in this foggy dream world, except it's really gory and fucked up, and there's like dead bodies everywhere. So that's that's how I describe Dungeon Defense. There's a way to make dark themes work, and then there's a way to make it just disgusting to watch. Absolutely. And I think Dungeon Defense handles it very well. It handles it generally in a very empathetic way, where we're getting the perspective of terrible things happening to these characters, and we're able to empathize with them. And that's one of the things that comes up in my book is characters. How the hell do you get all the way over here? Really fucked up things happening to characters, and the main character trying to help these characters deal with it. What the hell? Oh my god. That's fine, we'll do that. Or go this way. At the end of the first volume of my book, there's a chapter where one of the fairies captures these bandits, understands that she is going to be forced to kill them, and helps them come to terms with the fact that they're going to die. I think that last chapter of the first volume is one of the things that is very different from that separates my book from a lot of other books, where the characters are very aware about the impact that they're having on the world around them, and they're struggling to come to terms with the fact that they may not always be doing the right thing. What are the other two you're recommending? I'm the Evil Lord of an Intergalactic Empire is amazing. The Second Coming of Gluttony, and then Release That Witch. Those are probably, along with Dungeon Defense, 4 of the best books I've ever read. They're all absolutely phenomenal. Dungeon Defense is very dark, and it very much revolves around manipulating people and taking advantage of people. While I'm the Evil Lord of an Intergalactic Empire is very funny. The whole thing's hilarious. I laughed the entire time I was reading it. So if you're looking for a comedy, I'd recommend that. The Second Coming of Gluttony is very much about decadence and decay. It is, oh my god, we might be fucked. We are absolutely owned. Oh my god. You got me talking and now I'm just blowing it. I'm just absolutely fucking up. Wait, let me at least get a horse. There we go. The Second Coming of Gluttony is dark at times, but in general, the tone is very funny. And Release That Witch is pretty neutral. It's the main character is very analytical, and most of the characters survive. There isn't a lot of like main characters dying. It's mostly about the main character building up this village and eventually building up a country through an industrial revolution in a medieval society. Manage this castle. I'm sorry. I'm going to take all of the recruits. Thank you. We're taking all of them. Well, there's so much to the genre in general of isekai, and that's what's always drawn me to it. I need to stop having this happen, my lord. Everyone in my party's gonna leave. Oh my god. God, they're so fast. All right, we're just gonna generally walk around a little bit. I partially blame the pathfinding. The pathfinding is pretty terrible in this, but mostly it's just I'm blowing it. I always have problems recommending anime, manga, or novel to people because I know my taste in anime is very different to a lot of people. How so? What do you mean when you say that? Your taste is very different. Because I think anime... What is this? Yes, I'll take them. Has a way of portraying uncomfortable situations in a way that's very funny. But I think the medium allows you to talk about uncomfortable situations in a way that that can reach a lot of people. It doesn't necessarily turn people off, although it is uncomfortable. It'll make you laugh. If I recommended something to people, most of the time they don't like them, and if they recommend some, I often don't like them. Okay, that's understandable. There are so many different genres in anime. It's such a wide-reaching art form that anime can get very experimental. You can get a lot of shows that are just so off the cuff that they are very niche and only a small percentage of people like them, which is interesting, especially when you consider the fact that you can go to the movie theater and watch a movie that just came out and it's the same as 30 other movies that you've seen in your life. It's just it's hard to come up with new material. It's hard to come up with new art, and I think anime gives people an opportunity to do that in a way that other art forms don't. So Part of that is going to be that the stories are niche, that the draw of the stories is niche, and that not a lot of people are going to like them. So yeah. Do you have any other shows that you've recommended that you think people don't like, so I can get a sense of what you're talking about? I recommended Darker Than Black. That show's amazing. I don't know why people wouldn't like that. It's just a great show. Doro Hidoro and Death Parade. People that knows. I've never heard of Doro Hidoro and Death Parade, but Darker Than Black is very, very good. I actually started to read the manga for Doro Hidoro. Let me do this real quick. I'm sorry. Just a second. Interesting art style. Excuse me. The series is set in near post-apocalyptic future, taking place across 3 distinct realms: Whole, a spiraling like city inhabited by humans, heavily polluted from sorcerer's magic, sorcerer's world, a vibrant land filled with magic users, and hell. So Whole, Whole, sorcerer's world, and hell. Okay. Despite appearing similar, humans and sorcerers, 2 distinct species. Both the magic realm and Whole are overwhelmingly lawless. Is searching for his real identity. A man named Kaiman is searching for his real identity after a transformation by a sorcerer left him with a reptile's head and no memory of his former life, along with his friend Nikaido. Violently assault sorcerers in the Whole with the aim of taking their heads into his mouth. A strange face appears from his throat and judges whether the sorcerer he's been into was the one responsible for his transformation or not. Somehow, Kaiman is immune to magical effects, and as a result, is extremely dangerous to sorcerers, especially given his large size and proficiencies with knives. Interesting. He has a face in his head, or in his mouth, that can judge people. That's ridiculous. Refuse this. Rude. No one wants to join me. That's fair. Huh. I'd have to watch an episode. I honestly don't know what to think of that. That's crazy. It sounds pretty solid though. I mean, it's a fairly straightforward storyline. What I'm curious about is, okay, that's fair. He has a friend named Kaido or whatever, Hokkaido. Presumably, Hokkaido has some memories of his past life, so he should be able to fill in at least to some degree, yeah? Or is this like a friend that he met after he was turned into a reptile? Nikaido, I'm sorry. Pretty sure Hokkaido's a place. My apologies. Well, I'm surprised people didn't like Darker Than Black. I quite like Darker Than Black myself.
Ah, my lady. Well met indeed.
We're gonna start looking for our companions, even though I lost half of them. And then I think he met her very shortly after he turned. Oh, okay, or on the day he turned, something like that. Okay, okay, that makes sense then. What a dick! Why would someone turn you into a reptile? That's such an asshole move. And Death Parade just reminds me of the song Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. I'm assuming they're completely unrelated, but that's just the first thing that came to my head.
I'm going to desecrate your body.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to drink from your skull.
What is happening? Wait, I'm sorry. The magicians train their magic on the mutants as a whole. Okay, that makes sense. So someone was testing their magic. Still an asshole. What a dick. Death Parade is a very small anime. It pretty much happens in 1 to 3 rooms, and the MC isn't even really involved in it all. It's a very psychological anime. Okay. I watched... What the hell was the name of that? Oh, man. It got me into philosophy years ago. Ergo Proxy was very psychological. The main character both was and wasn't himself. That was pretty good. I watched Ergo Proxy, and it actually really got me into philosophy. Because I had no idea what the hell was happening. And I wanted to, like, apparently there was a bunch of existentialism that was happening in the show. I actually got into philosophy so I could figure out what the hell was going on in the show. I need to go back and rewatch it because to this day I still don't know what the fuck happened in Ergo Proxy. But I do remember quite enjoying it. The psychological anime are really interesting. Years ago, I also watched. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's a story about the antagonist of the story is this kid with rollerblades that runs around with a bloody golden bat, and it was like a metaphor for stress. Like as you're going through your daily life, that stress builds up, and eventually the kid with the bat finds you and takes you out. Death Parade happens in the afterlife. It's the purgatory dimension before heaven and hell. Okay. So it has nothing to do with Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. That's what I'm. Is that right? They play games with two people who, after the games, one goes to hell and the other goes to heaven. Wow. Okay. Holy crap. Your soul is on the line. That's a given. That's a given. Yeah. Man, that is interesting though. Jesus. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That's super interesting. Super interesting. I haven't getting my ass handed to me recently in this game though. I think I'm gonna call it here. My social battery is just about spent. This was a blast though. I had a great time. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna head to Banda and get a couple guys, and then I'll call it quits for the day. And it's like couples and stuff that arrive. That's a really interesting deconstruction of relationships, where you have two characters that are supposed to care about each other, put at odds, and how they deal with that internally. That is very interesting. Yeah. Huh. All right. Well, I'm going to call it quits here. I've been here almost 3 hours. I'm exhausted. I'll see you guys later. I'll probably be on tomorrow. So hopefully I can stream early enough that you can come on by.